Hi, you guys. Are you having fun? Yeah. I love Santa Cruz. It is so amazing here, even in the fog. You guys have the best tacos, right? I'm from LA and I think so. But every time I mention a place, someone else loves someplace else. You guys take your tacos very seriously. I think. So a little about me. I'm a single mom. I, well, a few parents out there. I thought you guys looked too happy to be parents. uh, you know what? It's hard being a parent. I mean, you have to pretend to enjoy all those things your kids enjoy, like kids' birthday parties, play dates, their father. But I do surprisingly well on dating apps, and I think it's because my profile says that I don't want kids. Then they find out it's because I have 4. 4. I know it sounds like a lot, and it is, but I love being a mom. And you know what they say about having kids? It's a lot like making pancakes. First one's kind of fucked up. Probably should have thrown it away. It's okay. I think it's still legal to laugh at that joke, you guys. But I think having kids is a lot more like eating pancakes. You always regret having your 4th one. In case you guys were wondering, none of my pancakes like that joke. I actually might have to retire it because my first pancake, she disinvited me from her wedding, you guys. And I was so sad. I begged her. I was like, honey, you don't understand. You don't get redos of special days like weddings in your life. Unless you're me. And then you get a couple. That's right, I've been married twice. It turns out you can actually get worse at something. But you know what? It's hard being in a relationship, right? You know? And my last marriage, my ex had some mental health issues. And, you know, being in a relationship with someone who's bipolar can be like being on a roller coaster that never fucks you. But you know, I really did try. I tried everything at the end of that marriage. I learned to cook. I went to therapy. I even took a class on how to give a great blowjob. Yeah, there is a class for that. Yeah. That is absolute truth. But it's not that I learned anything that technical. But I did learn that the secret to giving a great blowjob is pretending you like doing it. I guess it was more of an acting class. So the pandemic made everything hard for everybody, right? But it also made parenting harder. I mean, we used to sit down to the table and say grace, and now we just say fuck it. And my youngest, who was 10 at the time, I mean, she's one of those kids who craves structure and rules. And she came up to me and she told me that she wanted me to have a swear jar. And I was like, I'll pay you $20 to shut the fuck up about the swear jar. And she was like, how about 80? And I was like, I have taught you some fucking things. It was even hard with my older kids, like my 19-year-old son. I used to be like, when are you gonna stop smoking weed? And now I'm like, when are you gonna come home with weed? This kid is so sweet. Last Mother's Day, he actually presented me with a joint. And he said to me, it is my dream to get high with you. Aw, and I was like, that is so sweet, because it's my dream to never be sober. I didn't smoke with him, you guys, in case you were worried. I did take the joint and smoked it in the closet, right? What he doesn't know won't hurt him. He actually lives here and goes to UCSC, and is one of the managers at Verve Coffee downtown. His name is Jasper, you guys. So if you go in there, tell him you saw me do comedy, and he'll probably be so embarrassed he'll give you free coffee. Jasper, I miss you. Anyway, you know, because any kids hate that their mom does comedy. I mean, I think the only thing that would be worse is if I did porn. But then I'm kind of like, but then I could pay for your therapy. Oh boy. You know what? There was one silver lining to the pandemic for me. I didn't have to lie to my youngest about why I didn't want to take her to Disneyland anymore. Because I live in Southern California, and if you're a parent in Southern California and you don't want to take your kid to Disneyland, you're like the Grinch or something. Disney's like a spiritual journey for kids. That's why I used to tell her that the park was in Massachusetts. That was great until she flunked geography. But I think the real reason that I hate Disneyland is that the rides remind me of a map of all my failed relationships. I mean, like, take the Splash Mountain ride. Never as wet as I thought I would be. And God, I wish there weren't any pictures. And the Small World ride, I mean, it reminds me of divorce, you guys, right? At the end of the day, you're in the dark, it takes forever, and I'm just stuck with a bunch of singing children. I can still hear them. It's a world of lawyers, a world of tears. It's a world of secrets and wasted years. There's so much that we share that it's time to beware. Why did I ask for full custody? You weren't expecting impromptu karaoke along with your comedy, were you? Did you guys know they don't serve alcohol at Disneyland? You would if you were a parent. It's a very long day. They try to sell California Adventure as a separate theme park, but you guys, that is just a bar for grown-ups. We would go there if there was just a tire swing and a keg. Thank you. That part of my set was brought to you by Knott's Berry Farm. They have booze because they only have Snoopy. And candle making, I think. So, I don't know about you guys. I'm a little bit new agey. Anybody here a little bit new agey? A little bit? No one in Santa Cruz will admit to being a little new agey. That is really hard for me to believe. Well, I live in Santa Monica, and it has rubbed off on me. And like, when you date and you're in kind of a new agey community as a woman, you're bound to hit a couple of snags. And by snags, I mean super new age guys. This is that guy in your yoga class with the man bun and the Om tattoo and the crystal bracelet. Nobody. Okay. Nobody does yoga in Santa Cruz. The best thing about dating these guys is borrowing their jewelry. And I've heard that they're fun to cry and masturbate with. I don't know. But you know what? I am a little new agey, but I'm also practical, right? So I have crystals for my anxiety, and I take Xanax. I get my house feng shui just in case it works, you guys. And I take Xanax. And I have a ton of Buddhas in my house, a ton. People just keep giving them to me, kind of like STDs. Not really. No, not really. So I came to dating late because of all these marriages, and I know it's kind of cliche and all, but I'm kind of always surprised by all the unsolicited dick pics. They don't turn me on, but they do cheer me up. And I've seen some really creative ones, you guys. I've seen dicks photographed next to wine bottles and salad tongs. Yeah, but by far my favorite was a dick photographed next to a bottle of Lysol. Ooh, big and clean. That was pre-COVID. That guy was ahead of his time. You know, and the audacity of guys these days, they will ask you to send them just about anything, and you do, because if you don't, they will find someone who will. I mean, it starts out with an innocent selfie and ends with a clip pic and your social security number. But you know what? I did finally meet someone the old-fashioned way, you know, drunk at a bar while I was out with one of his friends. But that also means that I just are not getting any dick pics anymore, and I kind of miss it. So when I'm at shows, I've been sort of giving out my number and like asking people to send me their dick pics, you know? Maybe you guys can help me. It's 8675309. Right? Can you sing with me? 75309. 8675309. I'll scroll through your dick pics while I drink my wine. 8675309. I don't think your girlfriend will really mind. 8675309. Please let me know if I've crossed the line. 8675309. Hopefully I didn't cross the line, probably only for Tommy Tune. Now I've totally dated myself. Thank you guys for your help. Much appreciated. So has anybody had a birthday recently? Anybody? Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Do you like your birthday? Yes. Oh, good. Oh, good. Because I'm kind of getting to the age where I think the only thing we're celebrating is still being alive. You know, you feel me? But you know what? Actually, I like my birthday. You know, some people just feel older, but I feel like I'm still fun. I'm still vibrant. I'm still dating 26-year-olds. Yeah. So the birthday, are you having a fun birthday?
Oh yeah, it's
Pretty good? Are you a Virgo or are you, no? You're not, you're a Libra, huh? That means you're supposed to be very balanced. Yeah. So you're definitely not a comedian. Right. I didn't think so. You know what, you guys? Doing stand-up comedy is like so hard. You should really, be proud of all your local comedians. It's like emotional skydiving. It's the only thing you do and you tell your friends and they're like, oh my God, you're so brave. When they really mean you're so crazy. I'll leave you guys with this. There was one more silver lining to the pandemic for me. I had an excuse to give up on dating apps forever. I didn't want to worry about COVID and herpes at the same time. But I really do hate dating apps because they've turned people into the equivalent of fast food. They're not good for you, but they're hot and available right now. Like this one guy I dated, he was just like Chick-fil-A. Warm, delicious, but my gay friends were not having it. And this other guy, he was just like Subway, a foot long, but kind of weird with my kid. No Jared fans out there. Okay, I get it. And the last guy, he was truly a happy meal. He left a smile on my face, but the toy was the best part. Thank you guys very much. I'm Maggie Hyde. Thank you, Santa Cruz.